Okay, so I have something to say, and I haven't really reached out and said it much out loud, but here's where my head's been lately. Our Constitution of is one of the greatest documents ever written. I mean, it was never done before that a country was created for the people. The problem is that it was written when women and children were still chattel and black people were slaves. And so and California didn't even exist, right? It was a different world that it was written for. Therefore, we've written several amendments to it, or they've written them. Several amendments have had to be made. And it's not easy to make an amendment to the Constitution. But now it seems like the current people in charge are just stomping all over that Constitution. Like they really don't care. So I have said it before and I'll say it again that this is the time of burning it all down to start over. So I have a feeling that we are going to start with something so much better. I feel like we're going to be rewriting the Constitution. I don't I mean, if you think about it, a lot of the systems that it put into place, like they're all broken anyway. They really are. They're all corrupt. We need to clean it all out and start over. So I know this is the burning down time, but the start over time is gonna happen, and it's not that far away because it seems to be burning pretty quickly. So what if instead of all of the power and most of the power in the world really being concentrated in one man, it were spread out amongst a small council of people, and that council of people could represent all kinds of different kinds of people, which is what our United States looks like. I think the Senate, the Congress are a good idea, but perhaps they could be expanded beyond two parties. Because let's face it, there's more than none of us really fully agree with either side, and there's corruption in every party. And in its time, the other parties had their voices heard. So what if we had five parties now, and each party had a representative? And I think that we are maybe gearing up for something better. I mean, even our institutions that are supposed to protect us, like the FDA, if you really dig in, the FDA is a joke. They're totally in cahoots with the food companies and big pharma, and just like everything, all of our institutions are corrupt because they all have too much money and too much power. So there's got to be a way that we can keep power out of politics. I mean, not power. We can that not's going to happen, but we can keep money out of politics. I mean, was it Australia just said, "Hey, you can't put more than $20,000 into campaign." That doesn't suck. I mean, what if more of campaigns were more grassroots? It seems like they should be. It doesn't seem like billionaires should be able to pay people to vote in a certain way, right? I think we're all seeing the corruption now, and I think that we're going in a new direction, and it's going to come from us, the people. This is Aquarius. This is the age of Aquarius. It's not a top-down kind of thing, right? It starts at the bottom and it reaches up and it makes its presence known. It's an upward moving thing. It moves forward all the time. It's even rules airlines and the flight, as we have seen. Why isn't AI running our airlines? Anyway, just some of my thoughts. What do you think?